I recorded a video in 2019 for my future self that I have just found this year, and it pretty much predicts everything I have done. I'm going to show you this clip today. In this clip, I told myself as I was graduating college that I should not get a 9-to-5, that it simply wasn't for me, and I haven't got a 9-to-5. To give you the full context, I'm going to show you the clip here in a moment. If you're new, my name is Adam. I started a social media marketing business actually the same year I recorded this video. That did pretty well. It got to 7 figures. It did $1 million in revenue. And I also then did a lot of consulting, which I do a lot of now as well, helping other people get into social media marketing. I've been able to achieve a lot of the financial goals that I set out for myself. For example, I've got the nice 2 Comma Club award there on my wall. Basically just means one funnel for one business that over $1 million in revenue. I've been able to buy 2 properties outright by age 27, and I've ticked a lot of those things off my list that I wanted to achieve. But this video I want to share with you, and I want you to do the same. I want you to record a video today for your future self so that you can watch it back to give yourself the kind of insight as to where you are now and where you truly want to be. Okay, so 2019, Adam, this is roughly 6 years ago. Do I look 6 years older? Personally, I don't think so. I'd say a couple of years older, right? Hair was wild, which we're not even going to get into that. That was wild. But let's review what he has to say. Now, this is a segment, okay? I recorded a very long video. I think it was 5 or 6 minutes, maybe even longer. I recommend you do the same, but this is a short 20, 30-second snippet about what I wanted to achieve financially. So let's listen.
24th of June 2019. But yeah, your goal is kind of 10k a month at the moment. Do not get stuck in the rat race. If you fall into a 9-to-5, I'll be disappointed. Disappointed because you want to have location independence, time independence, and probably financial independence, and those are 2 fucking key things. In the worst possible scenarios, I look back and I'm like, shit, I didn't achieve any of that. And if that's the case, I'd be very, very disappointed.
Okay, well, let's dive in, right? I had a clear vision. That's the first thing of 10k a month. That was the goal. That's what I wanted to get to. And I think that's the first thing you need if you're going to do a video like this, is tell yourself exactly what it is you're trying to get to. You'll see then I kind of went deeper and I said, okay, the goal is 10k a month. Here's why I want that. So I said location freedom, time freedom, and then maybe financial freedom. What's interesting with that is I didn't lead with financial freedom. You know, I wasn't planning to make $1 million or 2 million or whatever, right? My goal was, I just want to make 10k a month, which I obviously thought was enough to be able to then travel, which was the location freedom, and then have time freedom to be able to just do whatever I want, whenever I want, right? So if you're going to set that goal, I think it's really key that you get clear on what the goal is going to give you. Okay, so 10k a month was going to give me time and location freedom. The next step of this process, which to be honest, I didn't even know I was doing at the time. This was just a rant video. But looking back at it now, I can see how the kind of advice I give to people I consult and mentor now is very similar to what I would have mentioned there. Stated the goal, stated the benefits of the goal, and then I went a layer deeper to say what I would feel if I didn't achieve that. So I said I shouldn't get a 9-to-5, and I said that if I didn't achieve that, I would look back and be very disappointed in myself. Right? Not in the government, not in anybody, right? Literally in myself. I strongly believe if you set goals that way, set the target, set the benefit, and then the outcome if you don't achieve it, right? How you're going to feel, that negative emotion, that negative feeling you'll have towards yourself, get clear on that. Because for me personally, that's a really big motivator, right? Like moving away from the person you don't want to be sometimes is easier than moving towards a person you do want to be. So at this point, I don't think I was anywhere near 10k a month. As I said, it was June 2019. I'd graduated college. Probably graduated in May, as in finished everything in May, exams and all of that. And I remember I started doing some freelance work, I would say probably like January, February of that year. Very small, like very little. And then right before my exams kicked off in May, a guy I was doing some freelance work with was like, hey, I've got this opportunity for you. And it was a marketing agency where I could basically work for a few of their clients. And I took that on board, even though I was doing my exams, I took it. Even though it was going to be like a 40-hour week, just because I knew it was going to give me such good experience. And it really just opened my eyes that there's more out there. And that's why I think at this point in June, I was able to sit there and say that I want 10k a month, because it didn't feel a million miles away at that point. But I might have been making a couple thousand a month, but it felt achievable based on what I could see. Because I could see clients of this business paying 5, 10K a month, right? Like crazy stuff. One client paying that amount. So obviously seeing that, I could understand, okay, cool. I can get a few clients myself. I can get 10 that pay me 1,000 and I can get to 10K a month. It's possible. I'll be honest, I got goosebumps watching this video back. Not just now, but the first time I watched it back, which was about a month ago now. Because there were so many other things in the video that I've achieved, but there's also things in the video that I've kind of slipped on. For example, there's a segment of the video of me talking about how, yes, I want to have that level of financial freedom, but to never be putting it above certain other things that I found valuable. And I would say, looking back at the last 5 to 6 years, there's definitely times where I did not do that. There's definitely times where I did put making the money and investments and all of this stuff above other criteria. And that's the beauty of a video like this. There's probably going to be things that you achieved to the T, and there's going to be some of those things that jump out at you as areas that you need to reconsider. For example, in the video I mentioned, don't stop doing the things that give you joy that have nothing to do with money. For example, swimming in the sea, going to the gym, exercising, eating clean foods, doing meditation, doing yoga, doing breath work, things that I was doing back then that I do now, but maybe I don't do as much, right? When I look back, I probably did them more back then, even though now I've got more time freedom. So it's interesting how that works. And so the reason I wanted to make this video, kind of reviewing that video that I made for myself, was to push you to do this, because I can see the value I got from reviewing that, but I can also see how me creating that video, knowing that I was creating it for future me, put this sense of pressure on myself that I've just said those words. I've recorded it. I've saved the video in a Google Drive folder, and it's there, and I'm going to see that in a few years. And so that creates a sort of pressure for you to perform and you to actually stick to your word. And that's why I really firmly believe whatever your goal is, you can achieve it, okay? As long as it's a tangible goal that somebody in the world has achieved, you can achieve. It's not going to be easy by any means. But if you speak it out there, you record it, and you put that pressure on yourself that you have to achieve it, your brain will fight for ways to figure out how to live up to that. Your brain really doesn't want to self-sabotage, right? It will do what it can to get you there, but you're going to have to stay disciplined. You're going to have to stay on that mission that you outlined. So if there's a goal you're working on right now, whether it's to build a business, to get that time freedom, the location freedom, the financial freedom, or it's some other goal, a personal goal, a physical goal, whatever, try this. Give it a shot. It might feel a little bit awkward speaking to the camera if you've never done that before. For me back then, it wasn't something I was too comfortable with, but you don't have to put it anywhere. You don't have to publish it online. It's private. It's for you. Nobody else. Do it. I tell you, you will look back, and you either will look back and be disappointed in yourself, and that's good, because then at least you can use that and go, okay, well, I'm not going to be disappointed in myself 5 years from now, right? I've got to do something now to change. Or you're going to look back and go, damn, I kind of achieved everything I said I was going to achieve. And I can tell you that's a pretty nice feeling.